Hi everyone, it's me Cheryl. I hope you're all alright. It's a bit cold today. Actually, I've only got cold since I started to come in here and record some video of what I'm planning to issue next year. The reason why I'm going to say next year is because I haven't edited it yet and there's quite a few, and I won't get to it till after Christmas. It's the construction of a jumper, just in bits. Anyway, I've just done a bit of that. I'll just show you the jumper so far. I've finished it, I just need to sew it together. So, I was just recording a little bit of that. I actually didn't pick that up for about 2 weeks after I came back from the yarn retreat. Because I wanted to rectify, you know, the Lazy Waves Charlotte. It probably doesn't look that much different from last time, but believe me, it is. I had issues. All I said was, I said I chose the wrong patterning on the yarn for the actual project, but I didn't explain what the difficulty was I was having. I'll just show you some of this. This is some of the patterning on there, which is amazing, and it's going to come through amazing, and it is so far amazing. But because of such rapid fire colours coming through, I had difficulty identifying stitches. I mean, I felt like a newbie again in crochet. I've been crocheting for 3 years, and this sent me right back to the beginning. I found it hard to identify where to put my hook because the constantly changing colours confused me. And also I was trying to be clever, a clever dick, because I was, instead of doing a chain and then doing the first row, I thought, oh, I'll do a foundation chain. Well, whenever I've done foundation chains in the past, it's always been one stitch. So it's been mostly a half double crochet or a double crochet. I've only ever done a single crochet as to practice it, not to actually do a pattern. Well, this one was multiple stitches, because waves, yeah? And of course that confused me as well. And I found also when I was going back the following row, say for example, I'd have to work into two single crochets for example, I'd see 3 and I'd think, I know for a fact I only did 2. Because they're always in pairs, these stitches. So I couldn't figure out why they appeared to be 3 single crochets to work into. That is totally wrong. And I think what it was the changing colour was just confusing the anatomy of the stitch. I mean, it was probably perfect as it should be, but I couldn't see that. So basically I frogged this back to the beginning, and I chained this time rather than did the foundation chain. And I used stitch markers. As you can see, all dangling here. At the end of every wave I have a stitch marker, and I know for a fact what I've got to work into, and it's keeping me on track, and it's going much better this time. That's upside down, I think. No, it won't be upside down. This will be the right way around. Is that the wavy side? Yeah, it's the wavy side. That's a sample of it. So I've done 10 rows so far, and I think it's 36 perhaps, oh I can't remember, 34 or 36. So I just thought, right, I'm at a stage now where I can just put it down and leave it and concentrate back on the Christmas things, which is the jumper. So I'm underway with that. I've completed it, I just need to sew it all together. These, I think I showed you this last time, a snud, but really, you know, a cowl will be so much better, because you can't imagine wearing it as a hood. It depends on what kind of look you want, but a cowl, definitely. So it's so lovely. It's so incredibly soft. I suit that, don't I? Anyway, I did the other one. I said, well, remember if I said this is worked in rows, backwards and forwards, and then sewed together. It was a beast to sew together, you know, because of all the furriness. I couldn't see where I was going. I was stitching blindly. So I thought, I don't like that. I'm going to do it in the round, which I did with this one. And that turned out great. 2 issues. It was one main issue really. One was something else I just noticed. When I cast off, it was too tight, and I thought, oh my goodness, whoever's going to get this is not going to be able to get it off the head. So I had to undo it all and then cast off with the stretchy one. And I wish I could remember what I did now. I've totally forgotten what I did. Also I noticed, because it's strange this, knitting it in the round has made it longer in width but shorter in height. You can see that there. So that's the width where it's a bit longer, and I'm sorry, turn it around. And there's the height where it's a bit shorter. I mean, it doesn't really matter, it's still just as equally good as the other one. You just have a different, I suppose you have a longer loop and a shorter depth. But that's totally fine, doesn't really matter. But they were a nice break to make anyway. The thing, while I was doing them, I took a break from making the baby blanket. So I'm 2 weeks behind on there, and guess what's gone and happened? The baby's a month early, which is wonderful. It's a girl, so I saw a picture of her, she's sweet. So I've only got a couple of inches now to go, so I'm not far off finishing. And then I'm going to block it, because it looks really wonky. And I've got some blocking wires. I've seen the size of that tube. Apparently they're Knit Pros. I didn't realise I was getting Knit Pro. And it's okay. So the 6 wires of 95 centimetres, which is 37.5 inches, and there's 6 wires of 50 centimetres, which is 19.5 inches. I think that should really help with the blanket, shouldn't it, the 37 inches? Considering I'm aiming for a 35-inch blanket. And it says 3 flexible wires in length of 95 centimetres, 37.5 inches. Flexible wires, what's that for? Is that for things that bend around? I'm assuming so. There's also 20 T-pins and some measuring tape, which I will measure to see if it really is a proper inch. So I shall do that in a bit when I need to stay. Yeah, because I've got some blocking pins, but when I was blocking my friend's om shawl that I made, the filet om shawl, while I wasn't running out of pins per se, I found it could have done with the blocking wires. I think that would have assisted massively in that. Also, what I started on was this. This is so pretty. Which is, it's called Cherry Pie. It's in this book here, book 1, which I got with some yarn and I haven't used it yet. And it's called Cherry Pie, and it's by Joanne Scrouse. Scrace or Scrouse, I don't know how to pronounce that name, I'll show you her name. But that's the pattern anyway, it looks gorgeous. And that's for my mother-in-law. It wasn't what I was actually really going to make. I spotted this neck piece, which I can see it going over a coat. And so I asked her what colour's her main coat. And she has 2 main coats. So I said, what colour would go with both of them, do you think? And she said like this blue. Well, I showed her a different blue, and like a photo, I sent it to her in an email. She went, no, not quite that blue. And I said, how about this? Now, I was looking basically in my stash, see what I had. And she went, yes, that's a good blue. But it's this project is knitting, and it's in red. I forgot what it's called. But when I'm looking at this, and looking at the red, and I'm thinking, that project, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a poppy, and I think it should be in red, even though the design is put in red. I mean, it's probably going to be all right in a different colour anyway, but, and anyway, I just think it's better in red. However, I'm wary of what time it is. It's like November 25th, I think, or was it 24th? It's Wednesday anyway, I can't remember which day it is. And I'm very conscious of time running out, and I can't knit as fast as I can crochet, so that's why I've ended up doing this, which is lovely, which I'm really enjoying. But I still think, I'm sort of thinking, I need to do the other thing, but if I have time I will, and I'll keep this one for myself, because I've got a few more donuts of these, so I'm alright with it. There is plenty. So they're my projects at the moment. I didn't show you the blanket, did I? There's nothing much different to show. I'm just on a different colour, a colour that you've seen before anyway. So now we know a baby girl is going to enjoy this blanket. Well, she won't care actually, but her parents are going to enjoy the blanket. Where's the front? Where's the end, I mean? I don't know where I am. There I am. Okay, so that's the front, that's the part that's facing me normally. It's now facing you. And we're on blue. So that's cool. Nice stroller blanket size. And I can't wait to block it. I'll show you how long it was now. Okay, well that tube is just over 37 inches. And there's like that much to go when I've just laid it on top of the blanket there. So I think we're on track. I think I'm on track. It's good, all good. Does anybody else craft for Christmas and feel the pressure and feel like there's just not enough hours to do everything? Right everyone, so that's it for now. I'll update you on how that jumper's going next time. I need to get cracking on it. Yes, that's it, and I'll show you the blanket as I'm blocking it. Once it's laid out, I mean. Looks like I'm going to have to use all 4 of the blocking mats that I've got. I'll see you next time everyone. Take care. Bye bye.